Hello, viewers! This is Will It Cat, episode 39. Almost getting into 40 now. It's still going.
We're gonna be going for a long time.
Yeah.
Is that the high rank Demio Hermitar armor?
It's not high rank, just regular, Herma, Sanitar, in fact.
We haven't Shogun Sanitar.
Yeah, we haven't fought Shogun in high rank yet. However, the armor our lead Prowler is wearing is high rank. I took Liquidy's advice and picked out a set of high rank equipment for Meowtees. Meowtees is our lead Prowler today. And also, we just have Liquidy and Selignut today. Lobster's not feeling well. Wish Lobster well.
Is your armor the symbol monkey?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just the Kangalala armor. It amused me. It's funny.
It's good.
And the weapon is something I picked up from the Meowster Hunters. I think the reason I have access to it is because of the multiplayer shenanigans. It's a monster we haven't seen in the LP, and I'm not even sure he's in the single player.
That's a good question.
It's the shark, Liquidy. I don't think he's in the single player at all.
I don't know.
The land shark?
Is that how you describe him? I don't know, but anyway. The weapon is an ice-type weapon, and I needed that for this next monster.
Suffice it to say, I think it's the only shark in the game that I'm aware of.
True. Yeah, there really aren't that many sharks in the game. So yes, so like the land shark.
The one we fought?
He's good. Did we fight him? Yes?
Yeah, he was
Yes.
low rank in multiplayer. He was 1 star.
Yes, well, I don't think he's in the single player at all, and it's a damn shame.
He was fun
he's
to
good.
fight.
He's my favorite
he's a good-
monster.
Yeah, he's good. So we won't be seeing him in the main videos, I think, which is a damn shame.
Yeah, we could do a focused side video on that friend.
Yeah, and any other friends maybe who only show up in the single player, in the multiplayer, maybe. Just say, hey, these guys are friends too. Because all monsters are friends, right?
Oh, I see Corin.
Friends that we kill. Yes, we have Corin today.
I have not seen
I'm
Corin
trying
for a
to
while.
rotate people around to keep everybody leveled, and today was Corin's turn.
It's
And
been a
this
while
is the-
since he's been around.
This is theoretically a good Corrin, and not the Fire Emblem Corrin.
Yes, no, this Corin is a good and helpful boy.
This is the Sensupian Corin.
I'm under the impression nobody likes Fire Emblem Corrin.
Well,
Apparently, lots of people do, and I don't know who they are, and I
Oh.
think that they should probably shame themselves. No, like, that character ranks very high in popularity polls. No, I don't understand it either.
if you notice, it's most of the female that ranks high in popularity polls.
Well, I don't care. They're both bad.
There's a reason the female ranks high in popularity polls.
I mean, this is not the time and place for this discussion. I'm sorry. This is a different Corin, a good and helpful Corin.
Yes.
Not dumb as a sack of bricks Corin.
That's putting it lightly.
In fact, no, that's an insult to bricks. I'm sorry, I've insulted bricks everywhere. Anyway, here's our friend. It's Baroth.
Okay, yeah, you were
I
not...
like to call him the money buddy.
You were not kidding. He looks a lot better in World's Engine.
Yeah.
He does. He does. He looks really good in World. Yes, the money buddy is a fairly early game monster in Worlds, and you get a really nice overhaul. Looks good. Baroth is a new addition to Generations Ultimate. He wasn't in the game at all before. He was definitely in Try.
Yes.
I don't know if he was introduced there, Liquidy. Was he?
I don't know so much about introduced. It's likely. But I can say that in Try, Baroth was like the first brick wall.
Yes. And I actually never made it to him, so that tells you how far I got in 3U/Try.
Like, speaking as somebody who... Like, I started with Try. I didn't quite understand the gameplay style of Monster Hunter yet, and...
Right. I didn't either.
Yeah.
I found it, like, I enjoyed it, but I didn't have anybody to play with, and I found it kinda lonely and boring.
That's exactly why I stopped playing after Freedom Unite. It just felt like
Right.
multiplayer was the best way to play Monster Hunter.
Exactly, and I totally agree. Oh, this is a thing that Baroth can do. He inflicts a unique status on you that functions pretty much like Snowman. You get rid of it the same way. You can break out of it quicker if you have non-stick fur. You can break out of it entirely if you have Soothing Roll. It's just basically Snowman with the serial numbers filed off.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know, call it Mudman. Or
Mudman, there you
or
go.
Or really just Mud.
Mud Buddy. It's a Mud
So
Buddy.
it's
done
basically
got
like getting
mud.
stuck in Gyarados' mud traps.
Yeah, pretty much exactly, yeah. And let's see. Oh, Baroth, his elemental weaknesses are kind of fucky, which is why I brought Ice. If he has mud on him, he's weak to one thing. If he doesn't have mud on him, he's weak to another thing. Those things are fire and water. I forget which one was which.
Well, it's
he
water
has...
to wash off the mud and then fire to burn his flesh.
Okay, there we go. That actually makes total sense. And ice is just a secondary weakness that is the same effectiveness no matter if he's covered in mud or not, so I
Yeah.
just went with that.
It's a nice static weakness across the board.
Yeah, so if you just want to be able to do a good damage to him, just pick ice. And his breakable bit, at the very least, his head, the crown of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps his front claws.
Yeah,
And you can also, like, knock the mud off him, and of course cut off his tail.
Yeah, you
Right.
actually have broken both of his hands already.
Yep. And if you break apart, you can knock the mud off of it, and that, as we mentioned, changes the elemental weaknesses.
Yeah, you
And
can...
does it work like Gameth, where if you break the underlying part, he can't get mud on it anymore?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
That's not how
so
it
there,
works
there.
in the world, which is annoying.
Yeah.
World just plays by different rules. But the mud is also easier to remove in World because you have the slinger.
Yeah, you can just pick up water moss.
Yep. Puddle Pod.
There's also the fact that every time you break the mud, it counts as bonus points for breaking.
Yeah, he's really good for just racking up research points if somehow you need a lot of them and haven't already amassed a Kurgillion
Well,
research points.
Silver ran
Yep,
out
he's
once.
good. I did. I don't know how, but somehow I did. I don't know. Look, I never claimed I was terribly good at World. In fact, I think I have stated I'm rather bad at
Nope,
it.
I'm better at World than she is. I'm saying something.
Right, yeah, Selika's better at World than I am. This is fine. I don't care. But I'm better at this game than all of y'all.
At
At least as the cat.
I still hate how there are some bosses I can't do multiplayer in their preferred weapon.
You can. Like, there's no
it's just more
monster
difficult.
you can't beat. There's no monster you can't beat with a certain weapon. It's all down to you.
Yeah, it's
Basically.
it's more that you haven't quite mastered the difference in style you need to adapt to.
Yeah, you may have to be better at the weapon to use it on certain monsters, but you can totally do it.
I wouldn't say better so much as just you need to figure out which strategy to adopt.
I'm not sure if that certain monster is in this game, though.
Oh, he is. We'll see him later.
Okay.
Baroth, he feeds on. I think he's eating like an anthill or something.
Yeah.
He's an insectivore, so when he goes off to eat, he'll eat anthills and such.
And the ants in the world of Monster Hunter have got to be, like, extremely nutritious to support that kind of
Well,
body.
that was a fitting thing for Phobos to say.
In fact, I think... Okay, biology here, right? Biology?
Yeah.
Insects are extremely numerous, so you can actually have large-ish animals that can subsist just on insects because of how numerous they are and of how nutritive they are. They're actually
They're filled with
very high in protein,
they're chock full of
generally.
protein.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can totally have fairly large animals that subsist entirely on insects, and they're fine.
If you ever find
Yeah,
yourself
I mean-
stranded on an island, try and find a caterpillar or something.
I wouldn't recommend a caterpillar because they're often poisonous. Grubs are what you want.
Okay.
But, you know, I get you, because, you know, anteaters exist. You know, those
Giant anteaters.
those,
Yep,
those,
they're
those
pretty
big
shufty.
mammals. But
Yep.
they're not the size of a bus.
They're not. I don't think it stretches the disbelief all that much. I mean, look at in the ocean, especially. You get the
Whales,
blue whale,
the-
which subsists on plankton only.
And these are about the size
Like-
of blue whale.
No, blue whale's way bigger than this. You are severely underestimating the size of a blue whale.
I've
Blue
never
whale's the
seen
size
a
of a
whale,
jet plane.
Yeah, like I think
Blue
a,
whales are the size of a dang jet plane, brah.
I've
like
also,
I think a blue
jet plane.
whale would dwarf the final boss of World. Honestly,
He absolutely
Yeah.
would. Oh yeah.
I've actually
Hey,
never
blue whales
been
are
to an
huge.
aquarium either, so...
You wouldn't find a blue whale in an
Yeah.
aquarium either, man. They're way too big.
I haven't seen most aquatic animals.
You're only really digging yourself deeper in a hole on this one, man. Blue whale is about 90 to 100 feet long.
That is a
They
large.
clock in at about 150 tons. They're chufty.
Wow.
They chufty.
And all they subside off is
They-
plankton, little amoeba
Yes,
like things?
plankton. Plankton. No, they're not really amoeba. They're tiny crustaceans.
Are they actually the size
Think-
of plankton from SpongeBob? Or is he bigger?
He plankton is way bigger than an actual plankton.
Okay.
Deer.
Keep in mind, I have not seen many aquatic species.
Yes, that's fine. But yeah, blue whale, also a fun fact, were larger than any dinosaur.
Yeah.
Are larger than any dinosaur.
Even the plesiosaurus?
So if you were ever into dinosaurs, any dinosaur, and Plesiosaurus is not a dinosaur.
But it has saurus at the end.
They ain't dinosaurs. They're different.
But it has saurus at the end, which denotes dinosaur.
Sorry, they're not. You want to fight me on this, bruh? I'm a biologist.
Okay, if you're a biologist, is there any proof to the claims one exists?
What, a plesiosaur? Yeah, we got bones and shit.
I meant, I'm referring to the Loch Ness Monster.
No, there is no evidence to support the existence of the Loch Ness Monster. I'm sorry.
when did the Barroth's crown come off? I missed that.
Just now, right before I rodeoed it, I think it was Phobos, in fact, who knocked it off.
Nice.
I mean, I put in most of the work when I knocked him over, but yeah, we have broken his head, and when his crown comes off like that, you can carve it, much like a tail.
Yeah, see if you've got a team of blunt weapon and sharp weapon users, you can get 2 break-offs to carve. That's nice.
More stuff to carve is fun and good, I think.
Yeah.
And and as mentioned, if you don't particularly need the tail cut on a Barroth, I would recommend just bringing the blunt, because his head area is a large target. Pretty easy to get KOs on
That
it.
looks more like teeth than a crown.
Nope, it's a crown, and if you watch how he moves, he like dips down his head and uses it to dig through the mud and sand.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's shaped like teeth. It's like a giant shovel.
It
He's got a shovel on
also
his head.
serves as like a biological snorkel.
It does. He can breathe through it when he's buried in the mud. It's adorable.
When he's angry, you actually see him venting like angry steam out of it.
Yeah, actually, you can see it right now. He's got steam coming out of his crown. Yeah. He's like a big old chufty, muddy locomotive or steam engine kind of thing. He's adorable, and he's great, and I love Barroth.
Yeah.
He's a good friend.
We don't get to see it much in Generation Ultimate, but in Try, he generally would start a hunt like submerged completely in mud, and if you went to the zone where you knew where he was, thanks to like Psychic or popping a Psycho Serum or something, you could see just his snorkels poked up out of the mud.
It's really cute. I was kind of hoping we'd see that in this hunt, but he moved before I got to him because I spent a bit of time gathering. So we didn't get to see that, and it's a bit like when you first encounter the Nibblesnarf. Nibblesnarf is usually buried in the sand when you first encounter him.
Which means Nibblesnarf is an ambush hunter, unless he's doing
Yeah.
that to escape the heat of the sun.
I think with that behavior, it could even be both. But with the way he behaves, I would absolutely say ambush predator. Because when you hunt him, he buries himself in the sand and then jumps out at you to get you.
Yeah.
Like that's classic ambush predator. Right
Is that the one you
sure?
can fish out?
Yep.
Yes, that's him. Fishy boy. He's handsome and wonderful, and Nibblesnarf is great. There are good monsters in this game. I like Monster Hunter a
I
lot.
really hope
As-
Iceborne has a lot of monsters.
I hope so too.
Because I'm really getting sick of farming the same monsters.
Yeah, I mean, that is a common complaint of, as good as World is, a common complaint is the relatively small monster roster. Understandable that it's small, but it is a complaint.
Yeah, if you want fire weapon, you have 2 choices. Electric weapon, you have 1. Just so little choice.
Well, Electric has 2. There's Kieran and there's Toby. And Barroth is dead. Long live Barroth. Meowth kinda wrecked him. I didn't mention this, but Adept is pretty darn good for Barroth. Ariel would also be good, because he's, it's just the way he behaves. He charges at you a lot, and just being able to no-sell him and be like, nope, is good.
Huh.
That's it.
I mean, an argument.
I find Adept to be helpful.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
An argument could be made for all monsters being predictable once you know them, but there are some, such as Barroth, for example, that are just far more predictable.
Yeah, he would just, like, jump back and then charge right forward, and then you can just hold up your shield and be like, yep, come at me, bro.
Yeah. Pull up your shield, get ready to mash the dodge button to Adept out.
Yep.
They're all
He's
good.
very... He just folds hard to Adept, I find. And you saw, Meowth, I didn't even Acorn. Not even. Now sure, Meowth has higher defense than average, and proper high-rank armor, but still.
Yeah.
I was pretty proud of how that went. I think I did well.
I mean, we also have to remember that this is high rank and it's supposed to be scarier and harder, and you treated that like a tougher low rank monster.
I kinda chumped him. I clowned him. I put a big old red nose on him, and I clowned him.
and then you honked it.
Felt good.
Can't believe you
It felt
honked
good.
him.
I gotta say, yep, felt good to honk him. So, the Adventurer is happy with us because his plan to chase down Valstrax finally got approved by the Academy. So, but now he needs to actually figure out how we can do that. So while he's doing that, we're gonna take more quests. And actually, the next quest we have to do is a little bit weird. I believe I'm gonna hover over it for a second here. A whole bunch of new quests just opened up after beating the Barroth. And yeah, that one there is the next one we're gonna do, Husk Hunter. It's a little bit strange because it's a gathering quest that is also a key quest. We haven't had one of those since like rank 1.
Wow. Huh.
And the game doesn't really tell you that particular gathering quest is special.
Yeah.
And the husks specifically are for the Sortorium lab. And even the lab lady doesn't really mention, oh, we need the husks to get the lab up and running. They just expect you to try it and figure it out, or just look it up. I looked it up. Oh, by the way, we have new cats. We hired 2 more of the Cat News crew. We have Puck, the Charisma Cat.
Okay, that is adorable.
And we have Tommy, the Gathering Cat. Ta-da! And I think there's only one more member of the Breaking Cat News crew that we have left to recruit.
Let's see, we have Pirate Cat.
Yep, now we have Pirate Cat, Squirt, I believe. Squirt is going to handle the Gathering quest because she's a Gathering Cat. And thus, you know... What?
Nothing. I just remember that the first Gathering Cat I got was pretty much perfect.
Yes, Gathering Cats are actually good for fighting things now, but they're still also good at gathering. Don't worry, Squirt will not be relegated only to the Gathering quests. This just happens to be her specialty.
It's a coincidence.
Yes, coincidental. Like, you remember that Squirt was our hero back in with the Super Sprout debacle. Yeah. We won't talk about Silver being dumb on that quest, because Silver was very dumb on that quest. But still, Squirt saved the day.
Super Sprouts are dumb.
Yeah, they were dumb. So we're gonna do this Gathering quest, which is also a key quest, and it's a little weird. This quest is weird. I'll explain.
Really?
It's just a weird quest. Yeah, it's weird.
Why do these things have to be chance-based for the food, anyways?
To force you to use vouchers?
Oh, do vouchers do 100%?
They increase the activation rate, I know.
Huh.
And what else are you gonna use them on? Me.
Very true.
Plus some of the food stuff is kind of like super, powerful, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. So, this is the Ruined Pinnacle. Say hello, Ruined Pinnacle. We're probably gonna be coming back here a lot.
Isn't this where our last gathering quest was?
Yeah. The mushrooms? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So we're gonna take a slightly different route through here, because we've seen a little bit of this place. Yeah, look at that. That's an odd, fixture in the sky, isn't it? Okay. Well, off we go. Off we go a-gathering.
Yeah, it's just a red comet. It's probably no big
Yeah,
deal.
just a red comet. Nothing important. And I was glad that these guys were here. These are a small monster that I've been waiting to show up, and I guess they're high rank only, which is weird. They're called Slagtoth.
Okay, that's the name. I couldn't remember.
They're cute, and their cat armor is adorable, and I've been wanting to be able to make it, but again, apparently they're high rank only. I don't know why.
Yeah, Slagtoth are weird. They've got...
They're weird.
They got droopy skin.
Yeah, they're like hippopotamus.
They look like a hippopotamus mixed with a dinosaur.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, as is standard for Monster Hunter.
Pretty much,
So,
yeah. Everything's
is
a
it also
dinosaur.
dragon?
Probably.
Possibly, yeah.
It doesn't have wings. It can't be a dragon.
Dragons don't
Nah.
eat wings.
I mean, I guess there's Kieran.
Yeah, Kieran is a dragon.
An elder
Somehow,
dragon.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could just be Don Quixote syndrome.
I mean, that I looked up and I thought the water looked cool falling down. Anyway, this is where we get our quest objective. This is it's a bit dropped by Valstrax. And here we can get the burn husks. Now, when you see that red comet in an area, or, in a zone, that one right there, you know that there will be burn husks for gathering.
Oh, cool.
That's it.
And it's
a little weird.
Yeah, it's always good to gather those. They unlock
Yeah.
things.
They do, which we will see when the hunt is over. Now up here, we're getting up to the top of the Ruined Pinnacle, and you can see the top of it, the summit, sticking up way, way up in the clouds there. And this place is all windy and ominous and nasty, and I don't know, I like it. It's cool.
You do know what Don Quixote syndrome is, right?
Where everything is a dragon because you believe in it enough, tilting at windmills, etc.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Because there are some things in Monster Hunter that do not make sense as dragons.
I mean, who's to say what a dragon is? Oh, now this is the top of the Ruined Pinnacle. See, much calmer up here.
That's weird. It should have even
nice.
more up here.
No, not really, because we are very, very high up. Take a look. We're above the clouds.
Oh, okay. What is that thing?
There's Remobra up here. Not important. We are ignoring the Remobra. They're not important. I just wanted to get a good look at the view because it's neat.
That it is.
I liked it. And here's another thing of burned husks. The burned husks can occur in different areas, like different zones of a map, and it's random whether they show up or not. It can take a while to find them if you don't know what you're looking for. I found these fairly fast, and there they are.
Out of
We
curiosity,
have 6, we needed
what's
5.
That pink dot?
The pink dot?
That's
Oh, that's a Gypsaros. Again, we ignored him. He is not what we're here for.
Can you jump off?
Yeah,
that's how you leave.
Geronimo. Yep, that's how you get down.
That sounds very dangerous.
It's
Oh,
fun.
and it's right above the camp.
And no, that was editing.
Oh, that would have been so
Yeah.
cool.
You when you jump off of 9, you end up back in 8 at the path that leads up to the summit.
Oh, okay.
That was editing teleportation because there wasn't much point in leaving the traveling in.
I just noticed something kind of distressing. Does Squirt
wow.
have a bad eye, and the eye patch is covering the good eye?
Yes.
Squirt's, both of her eyes are closed.
Oh, just closed. Okay, I thought it was like...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with eye patches in media. They always cover the exact same eye, no matter what media it is. It leads to interesting things like I have characters created in other games where they have a scar and a broken eye on one side, but the eye patch covers the other eye. Because no matter what, the eye patch always covers, like, I think the left side.
There might be some kind of aesthetic reason for that. But anyway, so those burned husks, it turns out they were important to the Sanatorium lab. Again, nobody told us this. So, and because we delivered the husks, now the lab is open. So that actually was super important. And I don't recall anybody directly mentioning that they needed them.
Huh.
So now we can see what the Sanatorium lab does. It's mostly the provision division, but there's also stuff that we could actually benefit from, because we're cat, we don't use items. But yeah, as Lippity Poop mentioned, the currency for unlocks at the lab is burnt husks. So anytime you're out and about and you see them, just collect them. You can't have too many of them. That's it. Yep. And you can get upgrades through the lab, as Miss Meowdall just explained. Their supply drops are the purview of the provision division. Partway through a hunt, if you arrange a supply drop, they will give you items.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And some of them have different activation requirements.
Yeah. Like a certain time into a quest, or if you kill small monsters, or if you do a certain gesture.
Yeah.
And the upgrade that we just purchased increases the maximum capacity of our item box.
Because, as necessitated by being an expansion of Generation, there are more monsters, which means more bits, which means more equipment. Is
Precisely.
kind of necessary to get that box expanded.
So, I can't be the only one kind of disappointed that the cat named Shield is not a protection cat.
Terribly sorry. This is our last cat, the Breaking Cat News crew, coincidentally named Bert.
Oh.
It's a coincidence, Liquidy, I assure you.
Oh, well, it's not with an E, so it's...
Ah, okay. Your bird is with an E. Got it.
Yeah.
Bert in the comics is a barn cat. I thought protection would be appropriate because hunts mice. God, I can words. Protects people by hunting mice.
I wish my cats would hunt
Look.
mice.
Barn cats definitely do.
My cats play with them and then just leave them alone when they get bored.
In other words, you have cats.
Then again, it's better than my other cat who likes to eat the mice.
I mean, if they eat them, then they're gone and can't
Not
bother
when
you
they
anymore.
eat them, try and eat the mouse whole.
Okay. Anyway, we have a Prowler quest. We have to kill monkeys.
Fun.
Yay. Yep. You know, the pink monkeys that are related to Kangala. Those guys. Nah. Right?
Yeah, the little congas.
Yep.
Man, why
It's
is
fine.
the chef always so extra?
Extra?
Oh, right.
Describe.
He puts a lot of flair into things.
And this is a bad thing, how?
No, I was just wondering why.
Because he's a chef on a dang airship. Wouldn't
How
you?
does he
I
not get
would.
his stock flying all over the place like the mission lady? Who was doing her little animation as you walked by.
She was, yes. And, magic?
We're fast forwarding through beating up the monkey butts.
Wouldn't you?
Yes.
So this is Smash music.
Yep.
It was requested that we do more Smash music, so this is the Gangplank Galleon from Smash Ultimate.
This is the Donkey Kong.
Because
one,
monkeys. Yeah, Donkey Kong.
I've never
because
played a Donkey
we're
Kong
beating
game
up
in my
monkeys.
life.
You poor dear. But I like this mix of Gangplank and Galleon. It's jazzy. I like
Wait,
it.
does
It's good.
does the Mario after Donkey Kong game count as a Donkey Kong game?
Mario versus Donkey Kong?
Yeah,
I don't know. I haven't played that
the
one.
one where Mario is
I-
traversing up a tower to save Paulina.
No, that's not a Donkey
No.
Kong game.
No.
Okay, then I've never played a Donkey Kong game. I keep getting told to though.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you it also. You should play Donkey Kong game.
Are there any for Switch?
Yeah?
Yeah, Tropical
Freeze. Tropical Freeze, super good. Anyway, that's all the congas while we were talking about Dank Kang. We killed them. They're dead. But yeah, Tropical Freeze, super duper good game.
Isn't it a remake?
So. Yeah, of one that was on the Wii U, which no one bought.
That's because it was on the Wii U. No one bought a Wii U.
Yeah, and Tropical Freeze deserved better, so now it has better because it's on the
I'm
Switch
hoping
now.
they port Wind Waker HD to the Switch.
Basically, I'm hoping they port all the Wii U games to the Switch eventually.
I'm not sure Star Fox Zero could be ported due to the weird way that thing played.
They could just get rid of the two-screen nonsense entirely and make it control like Star Fox 64 and it'd be fine.
Oh, definitely.
So, they could do it. Whether they want to, whether it'd be worth it, but they could do
Given
it.
Star Fox Zero didn't sell very well.
It did not, but the game was fine. I played it. It's
It probably
fine.
didn't sell very well because of said gimmick.
Probably, and also because of being on the Wii U. But really, the game is fine.
The Wii U really made a death sentence for a lot of the games on it.
The Wii U deserved better. It was fine. But it just... I feel bad for it. But it was fine. The poor Wii U. But yeah, that one person just popped up after the quest, and that was all I had for today.
Oh, okay.
That was
Alright.
it. Yeah. Quick and dirty today. Not everything has to be, like, epic, multi-large monster hunts and all that. We're making progress.
Yes, we are.
But yeah, so that was today. We will see you next time on Will It Cat. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Goodbye.